friends, this is Steph with Dotting with Dragons. I just wanted to bring to you a couple of unboxings today by one of my favorite artists, the Colorful Cat Studio. You can find her on Etsy and I believe other places. I'll have a link to her shop in the sidebar. And these kits were created by Enablers Outpost, which is a husband and wife team. Very kind, very wonderful presence in the diamond painting community. And the Colorful Cat Studio has been working with Enablers Outpost for a little while now, as I can understand it. And I came across Colorful Cat Studio on Etsy, loved her work, sent her a message and said, hey, can we make this heart series that you've got going on, of which I have here like one of 5. Can we make this into a custom diamond painting? Would you be okay? Could I have your permission for that? And that manatee image, oh my gosh, being that I live in Central Florida, manatees are one of my absolute favorite creatures on the planet. I'm very passionate about their welfare and conservation. We go see them when they come into the inside of the springs every season. Just absolutely stunning creatures. And I said, can we make these in diamond paintings? And she said, well, I already work with a diamond painting company, Enablers Outpost. So I contacted Elizabeth over at Enablers and requested some of these images and just said, oh my gosh, would it be possible? She said, yes, let me get permission. And we waited a while. Now this was sometime, I think last year, early last year, like maybe early summer, 2024. And these paintings were released for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, 2024 in that fall. Okay, so I am super excited. Now, Elizabeth does have another one of the heart paintings in her shop. I'm also waiting on that one. So we're going to start with unboxing our manatee kit. So as you can see, it comes in a very plain box. There's just this image on front with a little bit of information. It is a 60 by 75 centimeter kit. I have not opened this up yet. Oops. They came, let's see, I ordered these when they were released, and they came relatively like as expected. You know, this is a print to order shop. They don't just have the paintings on hand, so they are custom orders. Okay, so my first impression, I've never ordered from this shop before, so this is my first show. Very soft canvas, some kind of like linty fabric. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, I have no idea where the specials are in this, or what it includes besides the sticker sheet. But oh my god, people! Oh, oops, there it goes. Oh my gosh. Oh, and we've got some Enablers Outpost washi tape. It's got their symbol on it. That's really cool. Oh, you guys. Wow. This is beautiful. Okay, so give you a little tour of the canvas here. We've got our legend on the side. It has the model number and the size. As you can see, the drill field is very clear. Oh my gosh. And you know, honestly, for watercolor to be translated to a diamond painting, that's got to be super challenging. And they do hand render their pieces, and you can tell. Look at that, that's beautiful. So we do have some what we call color blocking here. As you can see, big blocks of the same color, and then you have some confetti, although I really don't see a whole ton of confetti. Probably the most is like in some of these plants. You can see right here, Colorful Cat Studio, Waterway Wanderers. And it's got a little symbol of Elizabeth and Edward up there. Oh, this is so cool. Wow, this is so cool. I don't hang very many of my diamond paintings, but this is going up. Okay, so for our colors, so what else did we come with here? We've got our drills, which come in this bag, and it looks like they're already put in Ziplocs for you, which is nice. If you like to kit up in the baggies, now I don't, but this will help really nicely if you kit down into baggies. They have an inventory sheet here, where it looks like you've got the number of bags you should have, how much each weighs, the actual quantity, how much they thought you would need, and color number and the symbol. So as far as the sticker sheet goes, dang, these just want to pop right off. Oh, it looks like we got cut into the original image. So these are, no, this is not an individual sticker, but these are. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Is it gonna, okay, cool. So it looks like maybe the slicer or whatever just had a little bit of trouble with that, but usually what I do is I'll take this whole thing and I might cut it up to like put different parts of it in the logbook, but I will just take the whole sheet and put it in the logbook. But these are a really nice size to put on containers if that's what you like to do. Let's see, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of these ZC numbers. So I'm not familiar with what that means. But there's 5 of them. They could be, I know some companies denote the Z as like a fairy dust. Could be ABs, could be fairies, could be crystals. I have no idea. So let's find out. Alrighty. So I'm going to open up the drills. Oh, it's luscious. So this is a little bit more of like a detailed list. Now this is really nice because if you wanted to use this to make your own sticker sheet, you definitely could. I really like that. That's really cool. That's something special. This would be something cool to put in the logbook. Square plus 5 ZC. Okay, so they are squares. So this is a square kit. Let's see. Let's see if I can use this to kind of keep that open. Oops. Sorry, guys. It's gonna want to do its thing. Okay. So as you can see, wow, these drills look really nice, really faceted. I have heard just amazing things about their drill quality. So let's see if I can find our specials here. 162, 168, 169. Oh, baby bag of 310. That's so little. Cool, so it looks like they're actually in order, which I'm taking them out of order, which by that logic, I think that means that the specials are going to be way down here. Oh, yeah, definitely. Okay, let's see. Okay, cool. Well, I've already kind of ruined that. I'm not going to go through all of the colors, but as you can see, it's an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous spread. So for our specials here, wow. Okay, we've got a huge bag, huge, of this one, which is 60 ZC 3865. So if I look at my sheet over here, That's the last one, so that's number 60. And it looks like a little, what do you guys call those? Oh, what do you call that symbol? With the sand inside. Hourglass. So let's see. Where is the hourglass on the canvas? Oh boy. It is everywhere. It is all in the water. There's huge color blocking of this gorgeous. It's a fairy dust, which means there's a very light mica powder on the cover, or on the top of it. It's a lot, a lot of it. It's a lot through the water. It's over here. It's even like in the sky for some of the clouds up there. That is so cool. Okay, so there's gonna be a lot of that in the water. That's beautiful. So then we have this Z3766, which is like this very light teal. On the symbol sheet, 3766. Okay, that is the letter L. So that's gonna be this one right here. So where is that? Well, I see it once again in little bits down here. I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but it's like, where are you? Where do you go? A little bit here in this little baby's flipper. And we've got just little like dots of it here and here, down here. We've got a lot of it. I don't know if you can see it, like right there. And these like drips. A little bit on his face, a little bit in here, and a little bit here. And a little bit in the sky too. So we've got that kind of all over. That's kind of cool. Now this one is a yellow, ZC3078. Okay, so this one's a yellow-ish. Let's see, where is that one? What symbol is that? That is like a circle with a line going through it. So I don't know if you can see that one. Circle with a line going through it. So there's not a lot of yellow here. There's a little bit like in the in here, in some of this. Nope, not down here. I see a little bit of it. Oh, in the palm trees. That would make sense because the sunlight is reflecting. And and a lot of it down here. A lot of it down here, like where the horizon meets the water edge. That's cool. Okay, beautiful. Next one is 712. So this is like a very off-white, almost light beige. Again, these are all fairy dust. This one's going to be a white square with a square in it. So let's see. Is it here? Yeah, it's here. So there's some highlighting going on in the manatee. There's a little bit like over here. This is like a reflection on the water from the boat. And then again, like the horizon right here. Let's see, where else? Not really seeing it down here. That's kind of a little bit, I think he's just mostly like highlighting in this manatee in a little bit darker of a way than this. And then my last fairy dust I have here is 775. I'm sorry, ZC775. And this is going to be a light blue diamond right here. That one, I think I've been seeing that one a lot. Very, very pretty. Let's see, where is this guy? Oh, okay, so this is all down here. This is down here. And here a little bit. It's just kind of like dotted throughout here, here. I mean, it's a, you know, this teal color, so you kind of expect it to be in the water. Yeah. A little bit here and up here. And then I do see some of it sprinkled throughout the sky. So this is Waterway Wanderers by Colorful Cat Studio and Enablers Outpost. It is available to order on their website. I highly recommend you grab it because this is adorable. And cool about these special drills, I'm not a huge fan of ABs. I love fairy dust from Diamond Art Club and other companies, so the fact that there's 5 of these in here, very cool. Very cool. Thank you, Enablers. Okay, so our next canvas that I'm going to show you is the Heart of Darkness. Let me see if I can get this out. And this again is one of a few in a series, or 5, I think. I have requested that she, you know, that Elizabeth consider maybe making the rest of them. The ocean one is supposed to be coming to me at some point, so we'll see. So again, we got this really nice backing canvas. We have these little, I didn't mention this like surged edge, so that it keeps your canvas from fraying. We've got a nice little washi tape that they brought with that. That's really nice. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're going upside down here. Oh my goodness. Holy moly. Wow. Okay, so Heart of Darkness, or I think the artist calls it the Galaxy Heart or something. I'm gonna try to get this for you. And then, wow. This is so cool. So as a, I like to say retired vet tech, hearts are really cool to me. And this whole series is absolutely stunning because each one sort of focuses on an element of like a biome or nature. So, you know, for me, it's really cool to see this. It's like very meaningful in the ways of like some of us, nature is where our heart is, right? So you have an ocean heart. This is considered, I'm pretty sure this is the Galaxy one, and it's got our Heart of Darkness is really cool because we've got some fireflies, we've got a Luna moth down here, we've got the night sky and the constellations, we've got flowers that only bloom at night, you know, that kind of thing. There's the ocean heart with corals, there's a pond heart with like lilies and froggos and cute stuff like that, and trees, and there's a honeybee one, and what else? I'm trying to think. There's another one that's just like wildflowers and butterflies and things. I mean, they're so cool. I need them all. So I'm like, well, you got my number. So anyway, let's go through this kit. Okay, so again, we kind of have the cut issue on the sticker sheet, so I'll have to let her know about that because it's even cutting into the image, and that's unfortunate because this is a really cool image. So there's the original artwork. Once again, we've got squares. It's 60 by 75. We've got 48 colors on this one, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those pixie or fairy dusts. I'm not sure what they call it. So looking at the canvas here, we've got a really clear, all the symbols are super clear. Oh, the other thing I didn't check was, ooh, it is nice and sticky. These are poured glue canvases as well, so it's easy to, if you put something down that doesn't belong there, it's really easy to fix it. This is a lot of color blocking around the edge, and it's a light color blocking. We do have a little bit of like non-color blocking in the background, but if that's something that is difficult for you, if you are not a multi-placer, so that's the only part of this kit that would probably be a little bit difficult to hold some interest. But, you know, there's ways around that. I'm not sure because I've never worked on one of their canvases before, but it is normal to have a little bit of gapping between drills just to accommodate for just the tiny little human, you know, the little human error we all have in how we place things and make it different. And I've heard that their grid is very accommodating and it's not too gappy, so we'll see as I go along. But something that you can do if that's drives you nuts, like it drives me nuts, and this is from any company I've worked on, any canvas, it's just a me thing. Gapping drives me nuts. It's like my eyes just flow to the gapping. So if you're doing a lot of color blocking like this, and I don't know why it is, but especially with lighter colors, it just seems to stick out. There is a method where you use some loose mica powder. You get it on a toothbrush. Do not use that toothbrush for brushing teeth after, and don't use it if you've already used it for toothbrushing. Just get a new toothbrush from the dollar store for like 50 cents and just use it to kind of like tap and brush, almost like you're applying foundation, like makeup foundation, powder foundation to your canvas. Anyway, and so that really like fills in the gaps, and then I take a wet paper towel and I sort of wipe over that area, and I do this with the ones that I typically hang, which isn't, I mean, that's like 2 of them, but I've practiced and done them on other canvases, so yeah. So since this is a square painting though, that will help with that. If it was a round painting, you always have gaps, a little bit of gapping between the rounds. It's part of why people think that they're easier. Rounds drive me nuts, so I'm like super excited, but I will do round canvases. So anyway, let's look at this, the color spread. Okay, so obviously we have a lot of white drills. It's probably the background color. Oh, these are gorgeous. So let's take a look. I can even tell through some of these colors here that they are definitely off. They're not all bright white, so they're not all the same white. Let's see, which we do have a lot of 5200. 5200 is the DMC color for like your standard white color. So anyway, so here's our drills. Get a little closer here. Again, beautifully laid out in the baggies. Inventory sheet. So just out of curiosity, let's see. 5200. We have 13 bags of that. Every other color just has 1 bag. So that's pretty cool because that means that you can go through here later and you can count up your bags and make sure that, you know, you have enough. Now some of these are, they look different. Huh. That's interesting. So these are all supposed to be 5200s, but a couple of these bags look just marginally different. Let me show you what I mean here. Okay. Yeah. And this is a tough one because you get so many of these drills. Now, whether or not this would stand out enough on the canvas, I don't know. I've never dealt with that before, so let's see. So these are all like super bright white, the 5200s that I'm used to kind of seeing, and these 4 look a little bit different, and I think you can tell in the light. So I'm using natural lighting here, but kind of see how this one's got more of a yellow tinge to it, and this one's just like that bright white. So I might ask Elizabeth about that, but I have a feeling that if I just mixed them, it probably, honestly, you wouldn't notice. It's so marginally, you know, and that just comes from dye lots being different. Just fractionally, I have all these special drills that I keep in one of my drill container systems, and it is so funny to me because some of these, they're all labeled the same color, even from the same company, and I'll have like 4 jars of the same, technically the same color, but they're all different dye lots, so they all look really different, which to some people might be really annoying, but to me, I'm like, that's cool because that means that I can honestly use this in so many different ways. That makes me excited about it. So let's see about our specials. Do I have them all here? Okay, so the specials, so let me clear these off. So there's not a ton of specials. Oh, look at that. So gorgeous. I'm just so excited. I've never done, I mean, I did do one custom canvas one time through another company, and it was a really cool experience, but honestly, I have never done anything like this where I was able to like personally recommend an artwork and it be made three times actually, into these three, into the manatee and the two heart paintings, and possibly into more. And I'm just like, to me, it's like astounding, and I really hope that people love these because they are just absolute stunning. So this canvas itself, let me talk about this. Is there confetti within the heart? Yes, there is. There is quite a bit of confetti up here at this top, okay? But it's in small sections. I mean, you have huge color blocking. And the confetti isn't that bad. You've got, what we call it is purposeful confetti. Okay, so the confetti has a reason for this. This is a galaxy. This is the heart is supposed to have a lot of these like intermittent sort of almost looking like stars, right? So, so yeah, so that's what you kind of come to expect. And obviously this check mark is that bright white. That is not a special drill, but it is kind of throughout here. Now, as far as our special drills are concerned, these are it. I'm going to take a look at the last one, ZC3841. It is like a very light teal sort of color, and it is the capital letter T on the canvas. So I'm seeing that like mostly like here through the aorta. As we come down here, let's see, it's sprinkled. How to say? Yep, it's just a little patch here, sprinkle here, a little patch here, a little patch here. So that's really cool. It's not really in any of the flowers, but that's where most of that, a little bit over here. So it's like the light blue part of that. The next one I have here is ZC415. ZC415 is like a very light gray color, okay? And on the canvas, this is going to be a light gray background with a percent sign. So, let's see. Oh, okay, so a little bit here, a little bit here. Let's see. Percent sign. And once again, this drill field is absolutely clear as day. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate that. That is just so cool. Wow, I don't see a ton of it. I really don't. I will probably find it more as I work through the, well, obviously I will find them all as I work through the canvas, but my eyes aren't always the best at picking these things out. And that's just because there is, you know, confetti dotted throughout here, but this one kind of sticks out to me. Okay, so we got little patches of it here and here. And it being like the lighter gray color, you can kind of expect it would be probably here and here, which is where I see it. The next one is ZC712. This one's like a lighter beige. This one is a sort of beigey square with an up arrow on it. Okay, so where I'm going to find that, okay, is I'm already kind of seeing it in our little Luna moth here and some of the wings. Where else did they put it? A little bit here, a little bit here. Am I seeing it? So a little bit here in the like flower stems down here. So that's pretty cool. And then we move those off, and then we've got two yellows that are left. So I'm guessing you could probably guess where these are going to be. ZC445. Which is a capital J with a background. So we've got an outlining here. It's like the outer edge, it's not the deepest yellow. A little bit in here and here and here. So it's really like in the fireflies. A little bit in the fireflies. Nothing more in our Luna moth. Okay. And then the last special drill is ZC3078, which is going to be, okay, I don't know about you, but this symbol right here, I don't know what to call that, but it reminds me of Star Wars. I think it's like part of one of the faction symbols. And I'm a decent Star Wars fan. I just can't, it's I don't know, part of the, no, yeah, I don't know. It just reminds me of Star Wars, so I call it the Star Wars symbol. So that's going to be this like pale yellow here, and I'm seeing it a lot again in these flowers. A little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here. I don't see it in the lightning bugs. Well, a little bit in the lightning bugs, I guess. And I see it here and here, just very nicely to highlight those areas. And as you can see, as I've had this canvas out, it is flattening quite nicely. Since it is a poured glue canvas, I didn't do this with the other one, but you could. You can flip it around, and you can roll it like this. Leave it for, I don't know, I just kind of do it like that, and then I peel it back over, and now we're upside down. So these canvases are absolutely amazing. I'm so excited to work on these. These are definitely in the queue. I just kitted up something else, so I need to work on that first, but then it's going to be go time on these. So I do look forward to being able to, I'm going to share the post reviews of these with you once I finish them. If you guys want to see more, let me know in the comments. Did you like these? Do you like these canvases? Do you have these canvases? I would love to hear more, because I saw other people like get excited about them, and I heard that they bought them, but I haven't really seen anybody do anything with these canvases yet, and they're incredible. So I've never worked on an Enablers Outpost kit before. I'm really excited for this. I've already got like several more on my wish list. This heart series is just gonna have to be a thing that happens. So anyway, let me know your thoughts. Or have you ordered from Enablers Outpost before? They do a lot of cool canvases. They also do a lot of they do pen turnings and stuff. Now they are a small shop. There's like 2 of them working there. So, you know, it's like most to order canvases. It can take a little bit. It is worth the wait. These took, and I'm used to that, because a lot of the small shops that don't have the stock on hand and they have to submit the orders, it can take, you know, sometimes like a couple of months, or like, you know, 6 to 9 to 12 weeks sometimes, depending. And we just had the Lunar New Year, and all of our canvases are coming from China, so to the United States. So at least where I'm based in the United States. So I expect that when they have to go from the manufacturing company in China all the way to Enablers and then to me, it's going to take a little bit of time. But most of us, you know, don't whip through a canvas in like 2 days. So I think it's worth the wait. So I really hope that you check out their shop, even if this isn't your style of artwork, the kind of thing. I hope it is, because it's near and dear to my heart. But I hope that you decide to check them out, because they have a lot of really cool artists over there. Their artwork is really stunning, a lot of it, and they're just really easy to talk to and work with, very reasonable. So anyways, so let me know what you think in the comments. If you liked this video, please like, and if you can leave me an emoji, if there's a fish or a manatee emoji or a heart emoji, that'd be really cool. Let me know you got to the end of the video. And if you want to see more from me, please hit that subscribe. I'm just blooming my channel, so I'm still figuring things out. So if there's anything you'd like to see, or things that you're not so big on, I'd like to hear from you. Just let me know. Okay, well, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and see you next time. Bye.